Hello, this is Chris the Game Dev, and today I'm going to be testing the latest update to my demo, Absolute Insanity. If you guys are interested, the game is on Steam and there is a free demo. It's going to be out in November, so if you want to try out the demo, you can do that now, but the full game will be out in November. So why don't we get into it? So basically here, I'm just going to be testing gameplay mechanics, making sure everything runs smoothly. I might be going a little fast, but I just want to make sure it works nicely. So yeah, at first in the game you start off with an axe and crossbow as the two items. And oh, there is the first enemy. So let's, oh, I missed with that shot. But let's use some of the items and defeat the enemy and move on to the next level. The first level is relatively easy. It isn't too challenging. At least I hope it isn't. And one more item, and boom, we beat the level. Not too bad, 41 seconds. And now you get a choice between bombs and rockets. Most people I've noticed playtester-wise have always gone for the rockets, but I'm going to do the bombs for now because, again, I want to test out both items pretty consistently. So I also like picking up these items and seeing if I could throw them. And at one point I had a glitch where I would go behind this NPC here and I would get stuck, but it seems to not happen. So yeah, let's continue to the next level. Now this level is a little bit more interesting because the main NPC enemy can evolve and adapt depending on how you played the previous level. So they can have like, oh yeah, so they can fire stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get smoked. So, but they don't always have that ability to fire things out. Another thing that can happen as well is sometimes they have like a shield that protects them a couple times. Hold on. I'm just, sorry, I need to focus a little bit not to get smoked. What else? There's some other evolutions. The speed changes, the hitbox changes. So there are variations and evolutions to this NPC. And see if I can do like a little sniper shot. Ooh, look at that. Something about that feels so good. All right. Oh, and also there's enemies that are spawning right here. So I'm gonna do some work over there. So even though I did say a lot of the playtesters like to use or like to select the rockets, there's actually an advantage to selecting the, what's it called? The bombs. And the reason why is that the explosive radius is actually a lot bigger. So even though the rockets are pretty cool because you get a straightforward shot, selecting the bombs is actually not the worst decision either because it has a really big explosive radius. I always try to connect pros and cons with every item. I don't want any one item to be overpowered. So that's the balancing act. Here, I noticed most playtesters select Maze Destroyer and then instead of Item Finder. I'm just going to select Maze Destroyer for now. Again, when I playtest the game, I often really want to select the items that the playtesters choose and just play that through and see how it feels. And then I also want to select a mix between the items that they choose and the items that they don't choose because I need to have a variation between, there's many outcomes to how this game, there's many outcomes to the way that you select items and the way that the game can play out. So the whole idea is that you want variation to the gameplay and testing it out, testing out the variations to the gameplay. So yeah, I'm gonna fire this and you'll see how big the explosive radius is for this bomb. It's pretty big. It's bigger compared to the rockets. And, gotta be careful. Boom. Big explosive radius there. So yeah, and I find that the game itself, it has a very simplistic, like, game loop. You get hit once by the enemy. It, whatchamacallit, it's, you're done. So I kind of did that on purpose because I also want to test out the dying mechanic as well. So yeah, you get hit once and you're done. But the enemies only take a certain amount of hits, and each item will give one hit to the enemy. So for example, you throw an axe and it sticks onto the enemy, that counts as a hit. And let's say you need 5 hits to defeat the enemy. That's pretty much the game loop. And one explosive item will count as a hit, a crossbow bolt will count as a hit, and you need to have the same amount of hits. And I find that making that sort of system is actually pretty good because it allows the player to have value over each item. So even though sometimes like you get an axe and you're like, well, the axe isn't very good, but when you throw the axe and if you miss, you can actually pick it up again. Like if I throw this bomb and it doesn't hit anything and it explodes, it's done. I can't use it again. But with the axe, if I miss, I can run, pick it up again. So watch here. So run, hit. But if let's just say hypothetically I missed, I would be able to, hit the player again, or I'd be able to pick up the item, pick up the axe again, and then throw it again. So yeah, there's different pros and cons with every item. Sometimes the game even scares me sometimes. Oop, see, I missed, but I'm able to pick the axe back up. So people think that I think objectively the axe is probably one of the not as great weapons in the game. But again, pros and cons to everything. And since things randomly spawn, it gives variation because sometimes you might be stuck in a corner and then the enemy's coming for you and all you have is an axe and you throw the axe. Like, it gets pretty interesting. Now the gameplay is going to change a little bit. The screen in the background is getting a little bit glitchy. Most of the playtesters select landmines. I'm going to select maze blocker. There's actually pros and cons to both, and I will show you the pros with selecting the maze blocker. So if this seems like a lot of ridiculous stuff, I'm just gonna pick up these items and see. Okay, things are pretty good. You're gonna need an item to get through this door, so it's pressure sensitive. So I can pick up the item, drop it on the button, and then the door opens. So now the game gets a little different. You're introduced to a new level, a new enemy, and also the whole glitchy thing that's happening on the screen. There's a reason for that. So the game starts to freak out a little bit. You'll see because there's another level coming up, and yeah, I really enjoy this level quite a bit. I find it a lot of fun. It is a lot. Okay, it's gonna run. Wait till these guys get close, and I'm gonna walk into this bomb. Boom. So I find that the linearness of the the level design, the fact that it's like you spawn on one side and then the enemies are coming to you in one direction, is actually a lot of fun and something I'm going to continue in the future. So, pros and cons with the maze blocker. So the maze blocker can mess with the enemy pathing, as you see there. And now what I can do is I can go here and mess with them even more. So it's quite interesting to have that happen. There's also an explosive element. So when this maze blocker is finito, it explodes. So, and it could deliver damage. The explosive radius isn't that big. So that's, I guess, a con. But again, everything needs to have like pros and cons to the gameplay. So another thing as well is you can actually replay the level and unlock more items. So you can unlock both the maze blocker and the mine if you decide to replay the level, which is an interesting mechanic, I thought, because it's like the more you play, the more you're going to get rewarded with more unlocks. I thought that was pretty interesting. And another thing too that you can do is like if you corner yourself, like maybe we'll just go like to the actual corner here. It stops, and I hide in here. It stops the pathing of the enemies completely. So they're just like frozen because there's no way to get to you. And this is really good because what will happen is items will be dropping continuously, whether you're hidden there or not. So I found that that was a like there's strategy that could be built up with this game, and that's something that I really enjoy. I love the idea that everyone can play the game slightly different. I find that fun as hell. And oh, gotta be careful. I find that this is what makes the game super interesting, is the amount of like the items that you select will change the game up, and the play style, like everyone's gonna have a slightly different experience while playing the game, which will be a lot of fun. So yeah, everything is good so far. Everything is smooth. I don't know why that's not hitting. I should probably look into why, because I swear I'm... See, I don't know if those were misses or those were glitches, so I'll need to look into that. So that's possibly the first bug I found. Yeah, and also another thing too is the maze blocker. I noticed the playtesters haven't been selecting the maze blocker, but in the full game, I plan on having levels that will be a little bit challenging, but will definitely be, if you unlock the maze blocker, it's going to be a lot easier and or useful. So that is something to consider as well, that you know, people aren't selecting certain items, but you never know, because these items might be important later on in the game. So, oh my gosh. I do not know why sometimes the bolt is not hitting. I swear that was a hit. I don't know. I'll have to look into. Maybe they were genuine misses, but I'll have to check. And I lost. It's okay. So every time the player gets killed like that, the game gets slightly easier over time. I took inspiration from Resident Evil. Resident Evil has a similar like ability to adapt the difficulty in the gameplay depending on how you are doing. And I thought that that was a really interesting thing to add in the game. So it starts off, the first like fresh play would be very difficult, and if you die a couple times, the game will get slightly easier every time. And slightly easier in the sense that the main enemies might have less hits. The smaller, that was a hit for sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. That seems to be a bug. It happens. It's annoying, but I've had problems with the crossbow pretty much since its inception, day one. It's very frustrating actually. But that's the whole thing about game development. I'll have to put that in my notepad and fix that later on. So yeah, basically the whole like this whole game development as a solo developer, it just never ends. It never ends. But you know, I have fun. I enjoy doing what I do. I hope you enjoy watching what I do. This whole like Chris the Game Dev YouTube channel is also becoming its own little entity as well. I've been posting a lot to it. So exciting stuff all around. And I hope that, okay, that was a hit. That was a proper hit. I hope that this game will resonate with people. I really do. I put a lot of effort into it, and I keep on saying I haven't officially announced the release date, but once I get enough work done on it and I'm comfortable with announcing the release date, it's going to be November, early November, like November 5th or something like that. And I'm pretty confident I can make that date. It's just that I want to have at least maybe 1 or 2 more levels completed, and then I'll be like, okay, that's definitely enough time for, I'll feel more comfortable with releasing the game for November. Are you stuck, buddy? Or what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there we go. So yeah. And if you guys play the playtest or it's a demo, play the demo, and or have any sort of commentary on what you think of the game, please let me know, because I am very receptive to criticism and or just like features. Like one player said, I find myself holding shift a lot when I'm playing the game to like speed up. Why don't you make that the base speed? And I did it. I did it, and it now this base speed used to be the shift down speed. And if you press shift down right now, you get a slight speed boost, but it isn't that massive. All right, during the playtest, lots of people choose the rocket turrets, but I think I want to test out the shotgun. I might do another playtest where I select what most people, or I'll do another, like, okay, hold on a second. Okay, good. So yeah, another thing I changed in this level as well is now I put 2 of these energy guns. So there's one here and there's one here. You can drop them, pick them up, and recharge the server. Is it not? What the heck? Oh my gosh, why? Oh, I see. Okay. It's like, it never ends. It never freaking ends. So for some reason, it's not charging. Okay, it shouldn't be charging now, obviously, because it's being attacked. But let me just do this. And then now, okay, it's working now. Okay, it seems to be a bit buggy, the, it's so frustrating. And the thing is too, is like I was previously like fixing some things, so it's like you fix one thing and another thing breaks. It's just, it's non-stop. Non-stop. I don't know, I like the change up in mechanics, but I just don't know how often I'm going to be doing this, like, you have to protect this server thing, because it's very frustrating. It's like very frustrating, both the program, and it's very frustrating for the player as well. I mean, I was just talking and recharging at the beginning, so maybe I should actually be a bit more proactive. So if I throw that item there, okay, so that's the bug. If there's an item in the area, it won't recharge. So see that? It's never fucking win, man. It's good though. This is why I'm testing, and this is like, players are gonna probably discover this, and it's just, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll survive. It's just, things are can be quite frustrating as a game developer, but it's okay. So yeah, that's just another thing to put on the list of things to fix. Oh no, I got destroyed. So every time on this level, every time you die, the level gets slightly easier. And having more than one energy gun I thought was interesting as well, but I don't know if you'll have time to like, you know, recharge with all the chaos happening. So I'm gonna find some more items, and then I'm gonna just probably drop it here. Go here. Where's the more likely spawn point? Probably here. I'm gonna block. Okay. Bye-bye. Go back here, block. And then, oh, hello. So there is an explosive radius that comes with that maze blocker, so hopefully it can cause some serious damage. Let me just, okay. So both that new potato, cyber potato thing, fires rockets and laser. I found myself testing it on my own that the laser is what gets me more than anything. But yeah. So let's do another blocker. Oh no. It's okay. No, I want to use this. Nice. You see that? No! Laser got me again. Maybe that's another note. Maybe I can make the laser less proactive. Like, the laser might show up less amount of times. I don't know. This is the newest level in the game, so obviously it has some quirks to it. Some things that could be polished, of course. Come on. Okay, 99. I was gonna say 100. 99. All right, bring it on. Ah! Goodbye. By the way, sorry for my little screams. The game scares me sometimes. I like the shotgun. Shotgun's a good item. Look at all those enemies I just destroyed. I need this item. Is probably the better item to use right now. Good, 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 good. Okay, sweet. And now, I think maybe putting a blocker up would be good. Yowza, okay. Ah! Okay, there we go. Things are looking pretty good. All right, maybe do a little bit of recharging, just a tad. Okay, done. Yeah, this level is definitely harder. I have to say, it's definitely harder. Maybe I'm gonna do some hunting. Find those guys here. And then block. Maybe pick up the axe again. Then go back here, grab this. Okay, sweet, 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 sweet. And leave the item here. Maybe, yeah, I'll do some hunting. Now I'm the hunter. Ah! Okay, I gotta really work on not getting lasered. I actually kind of have to focus now. Before I can like chat and just chill, now I'm like seriously focusing. Oh no. No, 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 no. The server's on fire. That's not good. That's not good. Oh no, I think it's gonna be 6. Okay. Oh no. I think I'm gonna lose. Damn it. I lost. I lost. All right, let's give it a go. It should get slightly easier every time. It should. All right, I'm gonna go search for some items. I mean, the game is supposed to get harder over time. Maybe it gets too hard at this level, I don't know. I can try balancing a bit more. We will see. We will see. Is this... No, okay. Let's go and try to find some items, make work. I need something explosive. Shield to do, shield to do. Thing is, it takes a while for that thing to explode. This is where the mines might have come in handy a bit more. But it's okay. It's all right. I also think too that if you sort of play your cards right and you are searching, get the right item drops in the right place, I think the game doesn't become too difficult, or at least this level. I still am debating on whether I should make the shotgun 2 shots or 1 shot. still working on that as a concept. I was thinking it might be too overpowered, but in this case, I find it might be very useful as well. So I probably will do it. It's also like, if I make the shotgun 2 shots, it might break some mechanics of the shotgun. It's like every time you put something in the game, something else could potentially break. It's just it's just the nature. Like you fix one thing, something else breaks, and it's just it's just what happens. But this isn't easy. This is not easy. Of course, I didn't select potentially the best items, but this could be a potential playthrough, right? Like, there could be some people who play the game like this. So, died. Yeah, I think this level might need a bit more balance, to be honest. But yeah, since it's the newest level, I'm not too hard on myself because this is the level that probably has the least amount of work done, just because the other levels have been like worked on for a while now, and this one hasn't as much. So, you know, I did find a pretty serious bug, but it's okay. It's all right. All this stuff can be fixed. All this stuff can be fixed. I also feel like maybe the item drops could be a bit more centralized. I'll have to look into that. I think I might make all the items spawn closer to the center area. I think that might be a good way to balance it a little bit. So again, there are some randomization elements to the level that could tweak things a little bit, in the sense of the panels, like these panels in the maze change orientation. So that's one thing that could affect the speed of how quickly these enemies come to this part of the level. And I swear I dropped a shotgun around here, did I? Yeah, I think I did. Ah! Nope. Shotgun. Ooh, that was a good shot. That was a good shot. That felt good. That felt really good. All right. And yeah, I think because I had my my brother play this level, and he said it was really, really hard. And I was like, but he said it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. He said it was hard, but he had a lot of fun, and it was very satisfying when he won. So that's always good to hear. Because of course, are you effing kidding me? Snap's not even charging. I am not very excited about this. Okay, gonna drop that. Ah! See, why aren't you charging, buddy? Okay. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. But it's okay. Now I'm on the hunt for you guys, and I'm not taking no for an answer. I think I'm gonna beat this pass. Yeah. I'm now the hunter. Oh. Oops. I thought that was the crossbow. That's why I pressed. A little too fast on the trigger. Hey! Look at that. Hey, that is satisfying. I don't know. There's a bit, it's beatable. There's a bit of balance that I'm going to have to work on. Yeah, I still think that level needs a bit of massaging, a little bit more balance. But it is very satisfying once you beat it. Alrighty, so that's the video. I have some more work to do. I wrote some more notes down. Well, I wrote the notes in my head, but I will scribble them on on a notepad and have to make some adjustments in the near future. So yeah, this has been Chris the Game Dev. Thank you very much. If you guys want to check out Absolute Insanity, it's on Steam. You can play the demo right now. And also, if you add it to your wish list, that would help me immensely. If you're still watching, comment down below, I watched till the end, and I'll know that you're one of the super fans. And if you keep doing that and your name is familiar, maybe I'll send you a key to the game when it comes out. So a few super fans of the channel, and the game might get a free copy of the game. So I want to encourage engagement, and this is one of the ways I'm doing it. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.